So it's time once again to talk about Sargon of Akkad, aka Carl Benjamin. Why? Well, that's because something interesting that came out that a lot of people didn't really pick up on, but I'm more interested in, purely for the fact that we've talked about in the past, Sargon is all talk, but he's no bite. And I mean he's all talk about airy-fairy ideas, but when it comes to actual policy, he's awful, he's terrible, he doesn't know anything what he's talking about. He pretends to be an expert and then fails at the first hurdle. So one of the things that has been reported in all this stuff, and by the way, I'd like to say once again, I've called it before, and a lot of people have, Sargon is automatically disqualified from being a politician and from all the stuff he has said on the internet. Sargon not only has one skeleton in a closet on the internet, he has many closets with many skeletons. You know, this first lot of attacks on him, and shall we say first looking into him, and they're not attacks, they are actual journalistic investigations into him, are fully legitimate and bring up very legitimate points about everything he has said in the past. And this is just the surface stuff. You know, they are going to start digging deeper. They are going to start going through all his videos, web comments, everything. They are going to start digging up in the past, and more stuff about him is going to come up. So this disqualifies him massively against being in any form of UK politics. He is bad for that party. I mean, there was one article that said of a person who had left UKIP over this, basically saying, yeah, if Farage was still in charge, he wouldn't have been let in because at least there were standards. And now this is the crux of one of the things I want to talk about, because this briefly got mentioned, and it was mainly that Sky News had reported apparently he has been helping UKIP draft their new manifesto. I am very interested to know what parts of this new manifesto he has crafted. So, this is interesting because, as I said at the beginning, Sargon knows nothing about policy. And we saw this when he created the Liberalists. The Liberalists were nothing but essentially for airy-fairy, you know, what could essentially be academical topics which have no real impact on the real world. Like a policy does. It's just an airy-fairy nonsense. So I am going to love tearing into the new UKIP Manifesto when it comes out, because my god, it is going to be hilarious. Because not only have I said in the past when Sargon and co first joined this party, you lot now have to answer for the policies your party are pushing. And remember, Sargon, according to Sky News, again, whether this is being confirmed or not at the moment, I don't know. Again, at the time of doing this, I don't know. He has helped to draft their, you know, their next manifesto. So I'm going to enjoy tearing the new UKIP manifesto, a new one, when it comes out. And it's going to be fun. That's all I'm going to say. It's going to be absolutely 100% fun.